This podcast is something very, very dear and true to my heart, and I know it's something that can help you immensely in your life. I poured my heart out into this one just to be able to help you. So sit down, watch this. I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think. Welcome to the More Life Podcast with Jake Whan, touching on all things fitness, nutrition, and mental health. The purpose of this podcast is to allow you to pursue whatever you want in life in your best form. Let's go. What up, what up? Welcome everybody to the podcast. This is your host, Jake Whan. Today, I'm also recording this for YouTube, so if you're watching or listening, what up? I'm so excited to have you here. Just got done with the workout, that's why we got the shirt off, but hey, we're in sunny San Diego, California. If you look behind me, you can see, we got the beach. It's very beautiful, very grateful to be here. I'm having a good time. And I'm excited to bring this podcast to you today because I feel like this is an important one. It's one I've been wanting to do, and here it is. So we're just going to be talking about purpose. Something that I've touched on a lot this past year is purpose, because this past year for me has been a year of ultimate growth, for sure. So if you don't know, back in February, so about a year ago, damn, it's been a year. But a year ago, I quit my job as a strength and conditioning coach. The reason I did that was because the environment I was in was not a good environment. I was not in a good point with my relationships. It was leading to depression, anxiety in my own life. And I knew that I could go off on my own and do things my way in the way I knew I could contribute to the world. And that was just what I knew. I knew I could go and do that, but I didn't know how, and I wasn't exactly sure what I was supposed to be doing. I knew I was meant to help people, but help people in what way? So, I went to college for exercise science and to become a strength and conditioning coach. At first, I thought it was physical therapy. Then I was like, no, I want to be a strength and conditioning coach and then go start my own gym. So out of college, that's the route I took. I started working as a strength and conditioning coach the day after I graduated college. I was in an internship for 6 months, and then I started working at that same place right after I graduated. So, there was no gap year or anything to go and enjoy myself. It was just boom, work. And I became one of the head strength and conditioning coaches at this gym. I was supposed to build this gym up with the boss, my boss, who was my football trainer. So we had a very good relationship until it went down. And I got to a point where my life just kind of went to a halt. And it was a very hard time for me. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was depressed because I had just gotten out of a relationship that I thought I was going to be with this girl for the rest of my life. I thought I was going to be at this gym for a very long time, and I thought I was going to grow this business to something amazing, and it was going to be awesome. And there was just a lot of false promise. So, I was in a tough situation. And I was like, what do I do? And so from that date, I believe it was February 14th, and I'm recording this on February 6th, so it's been about a year. My purpose has came to fruition during that time. And that's why I'm sitting here in front of you if you're watching this or listening to this. That's the reason that I'm here, is because I have found my purpose and I'm pursuing it every single day. So how did I get to this point? Well, for me, it was a lot of self-examination and spending a lot of time with myself. So when I quit that job, I went and got a job for another 3 weeks, and then Corona hit. And during that time, when Corona hit, I was like, okay, what do I do now? I was like, I know I want to help people. I know I have a different view on health than anybody else. And I just I read a ton of books on everything I was passionate about. I invested into a business at the time to help me start a business. That's like, if you don't know about More Life or any of that, that's when I started More Life, which was a business that it was going to be like a coaching business that helped other people with all aspects of their health. So that's what I thought I wanted to do. So I went and I pursued that, and I worked on that. I studied a lot. I got my like true strength and conditioning coach certification. So I went and did that, and I just kept learning, studying. And that is what I did from about like March until August. And then August hit, and I was like, I don't really love how I'm trying to grow this business. I don't really love how these people are teaching me to grow this business, because it felt like I was preying on people's insecurities, and I didn't like that. You know, like they taught me about sales calls and all that to like really bring people down and then get them to pay you a bunch of money in order to help them fix that problem. I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I went through a period from this was August. So in August, I had applied to go to graduate school to get my nutrition degree, my master's degree in nutrition. And I thought that is what I wanted to go do, and I wanted to become a clinical nutritionist so that I could go and like treat people with cancer, diabetes, and all that, which is awesome. That's something I still want to do. So I went to Boston University. I moved to Boston, and then from there, I was in Boston for a couple months. So September, October, a little bit into November. And I went to Boston University for 3 weeks, and I said, this is not for me. I do not want to be in Zoom University. I know there's more to life than this. I know I can do more. I know I can do more than this guy on a screen talking to me and me not understanding a word that the guy is saying. He's just splurting information to me, hoping I understand it. Probably doesn't care if I understand it. Just wants me to take a test so that, you know, this cycle keeps going on. But so that's what happened. I dropped out of Boston University, and I said, all right, I want to like really, really go and help people now. So I went through that. I was just had all these thoughts in my mind for what I wanted to do with More Life and my business and myself. And it was just like a couple months of all these thoughts spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. And then I finally I went back home, and I lived at home for a while. Well, about a month or so. And I spent a ton of time with myself. Like, one of the things I did was a silent retreat, which is where I went to the beach near my house, and there was a pond nearby. I sat there for 12 hours with myself, a couple bottles of water, and a journal. And I just sat there, and I took a week. I did a social media cleanse. No social media that week. I did a silent retreat. I went out into nature every single day for like hours, and I just journaled. And I had this whole journal. It's a week of all of my thoughts during that time period. And that opened up my eyes a lot. And I realized how much before I dealt with anxiety and depression and never knew how to deal with it. And I didn't even know. But so there was this, I was sitting at the beach. It was a little bit further away from the beach. And I was sitting there. And it came to me. And I was like, wow. I experienced this depression and anxiety, and I never knew. And then I'm almost about to tear up, but I was like, I never knew that I was feeling this way. I knew it, but I didn't know what it was. And I was like, wow, okay, I need to talk about this more. I need to help people with this. Because I never knew I was dealing with it like this. Because I need to help people. I really need to help people. I want to help other people deal with these things and show that health is more than just fitness and nutrition. It's all these aspects, and we need to talk about this stuff more, and we need to put it out. And I want to create a community of people that like are helping one another to deal with these things and be there for one another. So my purpose started to come the more I had time for myself, the more I reflected on myself. So, so that was about like November, December time, like really spending a lot with myself, really doing a lot of self-development, meditating, journaling, reading books, and just kind of figuring myself out. And then I got to the end of December and I said, I want to go inspire people to chase after their dreams, chase after their passions, live a healthy, happy life. So I was like, the way that I can do this is I want to live in California and I want to go inspire people and I want to help people. It's like, that is my purpose. I know that I just want to help people and I want to make this world a better place. And I want to show people that you can live the life of your dreams. You can go and do that. It's not always going to be easy, but you can. So I moved here to California and I'm here now because my passion is to help you achieve the life that you want. Not the life that somebody told you to live, not the life that society tells you to live, the life you want to live. That is my ultimate purpose, and give you the tools in order to do that. That's my purpose. So how do you find yours? It's spending time with yourself and really getting to know you. The problem with society is we don't take the time to spend time with ourselves, get to know ourselves. Who the hell are you? If you just go about life the way society tells you to, then how the hell are you going to know who you are? You're not. You're just going to know yourself for what society wants you to know about yourself. You're going to go to school, you're going to get a job, you're going to work at that job. You're going to be stressed out about money, you're going to have to pay taxes, you're going to have a family, try to support them, but not really know how to support them. It's just this cycle of unhappiness, stress. Why do you think there's so much divorce? Why do you think there's so much unhealthiness in the world? It's because of this. We got to change this. This all relates to your purpose. There's millions upon millions of people not living their purpose. And that's why we are unhappy. That's why we are stressed. It's because of this. We need to live our lives for what we're meant to do. We need to do that. I'm like getting emotional because like I want to help you so bad. I want you to see this. Like for real. For real. Whew. Whew. Damn. Yeah, but like I really want to help you see this. The way we find our purpose is we stray away from what's normal. So here's kind of my whole methodology. You know what I'm trying to say. But, so this is why we're unhealthy, and this is why our country is the way that it is. Our world is the way that it is. So, you're born. In those first couple years of your life, you're having a ball. Like, you got no worries, nothing. You're just learning, living life, doing what you want to do. You're crawling, you're playing with toys, doing whatever the hell you want to do. Then it's like, all right, time for preschool. Okay, you're still having some fun. Kindergarten, still having some fun. Then you go into elementary school. Yeah, fun, but you're kind of told what you have to learn and all that. Like, they're kind of gearing you up. Like, hey, you're gonna go and you're gonna have to learn this stuff. Like, this is how we do it. This is how we've been taught, so we're gonna teach you. This is how you gotta go about things. Then like middle school, all right, it's taken to the next degree. You gotta learn your history, you gotta learn your math, you gotta learn science. This is what you have to learn. Can't break out of that box. Gotta learn this. Oh, you want to go and be a astronaut. You want to go and be a business owner, an entrepreneur. Nah. Let's stay realistic. You gotta be realistic. It's not how we do it. You gotta go get a 9-to-5 eventually. You gotta go get a job. Then we go to high school. Then it's amplified. Let's gear you up for college. Let's get you ready for college where you're gonna go and you're gonna spend a ton of money to just be in debt. Let's gear you up for that in high school. Let's get you ready for that. And then, all right, college. We're going to make you pay a ton of money to be in debt, so that when you leave school, you're going to be in debt. All right, then you go out into the real world. Your degree probably won't get you a job. You need 2 to 3 years of experience. So maybe you go and you get your master's, then you're in more debt, and then you got to try and find a job. And it's this big cycle. Oh my God, I got to pay back student loans. I got to pay back this debt. How am I going to do it? All right, tons of stress. Maybe I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend at this time. Just stress. And then, all right, then you go and you live this life of my job. I got to make money. I'm getting taxed though on everything I'm doing. I got to pay back my student loans. I wake up at the time that I got to wake up to go to my stressful job. Then I come back and I don't have enough time for my kids and my wife or my husband. And I'm dealing with this stress. I don't know how to deal with it because nobody ever talks about it. And you do that till one day, all right, you have enough in your 401k or whatever to retire. And that's when you're supposed to live life. When you're old, but you've been stressed out your whole entire life. So you're unhealthy. No. Let's stop that. Why do we do this to ourselves? I saw a video the other day, actually on TikTok. I gotta get off. If you're watching this, send me a DM, say, Jake, get off TikTok. But, I'm not on it too much. I try to regulate it, but it is kind of addicting. But I saw this video, and it was the Earth, and then it spanned out to the planets in our solar system, and then it went to our universe, and then it went to our whole galaxy, so the Milky Way, and there were a bunch of universes within the Milky Way, and then it went out to a bunch of, what is even a Milky Way? It's our universe. So, all right, the universe, and a bunch of other universes, which then we were just this planet with a bunch of other, it just went one thing to the next. We're floating on a rock. And nobody knows the reason that we're supposed to be here. But I'm telling you, it's not to live the life that society wants you to live. I promise you that. That's not why we're here. It's not why we're here. You're meant to live life for the reason that you were put here. And it's not to go and live the life that we've been told we have to live. You gotta just find your purpose. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't go towards it. Don't let anybody do that. You make your decisions. You go towards what you want with your life. And the only person that can stop you from that is yourself. The only person that can stop you from that is yourself. So this is what I want you to do. This is what I did to help me find my purpose. First, spend a lot of time alone. That might sound weird, but go out into nature. After this, I'm going to go skate around on my longboard, just be by myself, take in the fresh air, appreciate the beauty around me, and just spend time with myself. Spilt a little water, it's okay. But spend time with yourself. Journal a lot. All the thoughts in your head, all the things you're thinking, write them out. Brain dump on a piece of paper. Don't keep them inside you, let them out. Because letting it out completely changes your perspective and helps you immensely. And then there's this exercise called, this is just one of the things you can do, but it's called the 7 whys. So at the top of the page, write, you're thinking you want to be, for instance, for myself, I was I want to help people live a healthy, happy life. Why? Why do you want to help people live a healthy, happy life? Because I want the world to become a healthier place. Okay, then under that, why? Why do I want to make the world a healthier place? And like, I did this and I broke it down to, I struggled with some things in my life, and, like, my family loved them dearly. But, I wanted more for myself and all of that. And I really got down and I said, oh, like, this is why I want to do this. So when you find that, like, deep down why, that's going to make you relate to your purpose. And then you're going to be like, okay, this is why I'm doing this. So do that. Do the seven whys. Read books on self-development, self-help. And then when you start doing this, go towards it. Like, find your purpose. And I've talked about this before, and like I did a contribution series. But like, find that reason why, like that really deep down why this is why you want to do this with your life. And then this is what you do next. At the top of a journal page, write it. And write down all the ideas for how you will do it. So, my name's Maggie. I want to start my own clothing brand that's based on positivity. Okay? Write down every single idea on how you will do that. Every single one. Do that. Then circle 3 of them that will lead to the biggest contribution and be the most enjoyable for you. So circle the top 3. It might be I start drop shipping for my brand, which just means that you like get a design and everything, and then people place the orders, and that's when you send it to them. So, you have your design, you start drop shipping, boom, there you go. Those 3 things, those 3 ideas. Then at the top of the next page, write your name. So Maggie will start a clothing brand and have happy, successful customers by a year from now. And then under that, write, because you're going to be doing that this year, like you're going to go and do this now. Write those 3 ideas in order. So start a design, start drop shipping, find a warehouse to make the clothing eventually. Write those 3 actions and then take action towards that first step immediately. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. I did this exercise for myself, and I wrote, I will have a business that helps people live a healthy, happy life. So I started More Life. And I've completely changed it now to something that really fits with my purpose. And I started taking action towards it. And that's what you got to do. Spend time alone with yourself. Really reflect on what you want to do with your life. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And then everything in your life, go towards it. Because the reason we're so unhealthy and unhappy is because we don't live our lives for a purpose. We don't live our lives for a passion. So if we're not living our lives for a purpose and a passion, then why would we ever take the time to focus on our health and ourselves? There's no point. There's no motivation. But if you wake up every single day and you go towards your passion, you go towards your purpose, then you have the motivation to go to the gym or go on a walk or go exercise or eat well to fuel your brain in order to be the best at what you're doing. See how it all relates? And that's when your life will change. You're going to start living for your purpose, your passion, and your life will become much, much happier, much, much more fulfilling. I know that for myself, I'm more fulfilled every single day than I have ever been before. And I keep getting more and more fulfilled. Like right now, you're either listening to this or watching me on YouTube. I am filled with passion. Filled with it. Like, I have the thing on my screen is just where I record the podcast. I have no notes, no nothing. I'm just speaking pure passion to you because I want to help you so badly, because that's what makes me fulfilled and that's what brings me joy. So whoever is listening to this and watching this, block out everything else in your life. Spend time with you. Find your purpose by doing these exercises, reading self-development books. Some great books are Think Like a Monk, The Power of Now, Think and Grow Rich, books like this. And then go and take those actions. And if you have any questions or need any help, I'm going to have so many resources for you to do this. I'm making very affordable resources for you to do this because I feel like health is something that everybody should be able to afford. And also, my DMs on Instagram are always open. Jake_Whan. JAKE_WHAN. If you need anything, I am here for you. Go live your purpose, go live your passion, and your life will change forever. Okay? Much love to you. That was an amazing podcast. I'm so happy I just did that. Peace.